This is a portrait of Alwyn Jacob Karpin, born to Lucy and Julius Karpin on the 9th of March 1930. Here I produce for you, my father, the tangled unfulfilledness of my heart. Old Photographs, a poem for my daughter Alexandra, October 1993. Alex, I turn to the past with difficulty, you must have noticed, and photographs are emblems and representations of the past. The common assessment, she has her mother's eyes, doesn't attract me, although I see its necessity. We must assert our awareness of time other than by living through it. Portrait painters existed before photographers to create some mark among the instances swept away. Standing before me now, my lips against my baby grandson's cheek, well, he and I are not before or after, we're an essence, and I cling to that. You and your sister tiny on the lawn, irrelevant, even if identified that lawn. Content dies, the two faces immortal, as close as I can get. History has nothing to do with it. But now you sense the emblem and insist, and rightly so. I plunge my mind and fingers into old folders, drawers, and odd places, and I do, but these are not to me albums, pleasurable chronicles made for display. Oh, believe me, beloved Alex, so ardent in your art and so correct, here I have produced for you the tangled unfulfilledness of my heart. Alwyn Karpin.
Alex, what was Chocky Night?
Chocky night was when Dad, Grandpa, used to bring us home chocolates once a week on a Friday night. I suppose it started when he got paid on a Friday night.
What kind of chocolates did you get?
We used to get one chocolate umbrella and one chocolate clock each. I remember Matthew and I used to wait excitedly for Dad to come home when we realised it was a Friday night.
What about Mum and Zoe?
Isabel, your mum, was quite little, and Zoe was too cool to get excited about Chocky night because she was older. I remember Zoe used to get annoyed with us because there was always a bent chocolate umbrella and we used to grab the straight ones and left it for her. Mum used to get a box of chocolates in a wooden box every now and then.
What were they called?
I think they were called Californian chocolates.
I wish we had a Chocky Night.
I know where I'm going, and I know who's going with me. I know who I love, but my dear knows who I'll marry. I have stockings of silk and shoes of bright green leather, combs to buckle me hair, and a ring for every finger. Feather beds are soft, and painted rooms are bonny, but I would trade them all for my handsome, winsome Johnny. Some say he's black, but I say he's bonny, fairest of them all is my handsome, winsome Johnny. I know my love by her way of walking, and I know my love by her way of talking, and I know my love by her suit of blue. But if my love leaves me, what will I do? And yet she cries, I love him the best, but a troubled mind sure can know no rest. And yet she cries, bonny boys are few, yet if my love leaves me, what will I do? There is a dance hall at Malachite where my true love goes every night and sits upon some strange lad's knee. Well, and don't you know now, that vexes me. And yet she cries, I love him the best, yet a troubled mind sure can know no rest. And yet she cries, bonny boys are few, yet if my love leaves me, what will I do?
Unchanged, a poem by Matthew Karpin. That was 10 years ago, and I still make stories out of it. I always start with the unhuman cold. That night in Hungary it was 20 degrees under